One night, Henry and Gordon were alone with James. Although Sir Topham Hatt was beginning to think well of him, whenever a chance came, the other engines would talk of nothing but bootlaces. "Remember when they had to use a bootlace to get you out of trouble, James?" they would tease. James tried to get back by talking about Henry, who got shut up in a tunnel, and Gordon, who got stuck on a hill. But they wouldn't listen. Said Gordon, "Every wise engine knows that the signalman sets the switches to make the engines run on the right tracks." But Gordon was so proud he had forgotten. Said Gordon next morning. James went to get Gordon's coaches. They were all shining with new paint. He was careful not to bump them, and they followed him smoothly into the station, singing happily, "We're going away! We're going away!" Said James. Gordon, with much noise and blowing of steam, got ready to back onto the train. Sir Topham Hatt was on the train with other important people, and as soon as they heard the conductor's whistle, Gordon started. He puffed, and the coaches glided after him. James watched the train disappear and then went back to work. He pushed some freight cars into their proper sidings and went to fetch the coaches for another train. James had just brought the coaches to the platform when he heard a mournful noise. There was Gordon, trying to sneak into the station without being noticed. Gordon didn't answer. He just let off steam feebly. Said James. All the passengers were shouting at the ticket window, "We want our money back!" Sir Topham Hatt climbed onto a cart and blew the conductor's whistle so loudly that they all stopped to look at him. Then he promised them a new train at once. So James was coupled on and everyone got in. Said Sir Topham Hatt. Puffed James. "You're pulling us well! You're pulling us well!" sang the coaches. Puffed James. Bridges and stations flashed by, the passengers cheered, and they soon reached the station. Everyone said thank you to James, and Sir Topham Hatt was very impressed. Answered James. Next day, when James came by, Gordon was pushing freight cars. He said, and he gave his cars a bump. James and Gordon are now good friends. James sometimes takes the express to give Gordon a rest. Gordon never talks about bootlaces, and they are both quite agreed on the subject of freight cars.